everyone. This is Malik Gill, personal trainer, sports hypnotist, Reiki master, host of Health Awareness Talk with Sir Broadcast. Oh man, my co-host Ardell Clark, she's not here today. She's taking care of a few errands, but definitely we'll see about having her on for next week. Guess what? Wow, New Year's resolutions are just right around the corner. Let's see, October, November, December, just 3 months. And we get to focus on exercise programs, nutritional programs. But like I'm telling people right now, you got 3 months in order to get your game plan together for 2015 to totally transform yourself, spirit, mind, and body. So what are you going to do for that? I know we got Christmas, Thanksgiving, the holidays, and you're going to be eating all that junk food and stuff, putting on a few pounds and things, and you're going to be, just enjoying life all in general. Then January 1st, 2015 rolls around. Oh, wow, I got to get it off. Now, the problem I have with most people, they're always coming to me and they say, Malik, I can't lose weight. I'm eating right, I'm exercising right, and I just don't understand why I'm not dropping this weight off the way that I'm supposed to. Well, a lot of reasons people don't drop weight off the way that they're supposed to is they're not doing what's necessarily right for them. They're doing what they hear everybody else to say. So this particular segment is going to be on what I like to call it ancient / modern secrets for healthy and rapid fat loss. Y'all like that? Okay. All right. The very first thing that we do when we wake up in the morning is that we have cotton mouth and things, and we're dehydrated. All right. So if you don't have the water that you need in order to circulate throughout everything, how are you going to be burning fat? So that's the very first thing that you need to do, is properly to hydrate yourself. Now the formula, and you can check it up on Google, that works for me and it works for a lot of other people. Everybody has their own opinion. It's half your body weight in ounces. I know what you're saying. Most people tell you you're supposed to drink 8 ounces about 5-6 times a day or whatever. But what if you're 100 pounds? Okay, what if you're 300 pounds? It got to be a more specific formula that's needed in order to make sure that you properly hydrate. Now the way that formula is half your body weight in ounces. That's what you need just if you just walking around normally. This is about exercise, and then you add some more if you are exercising, going through a stressful situation. Case in example, if you weigh 100 pounds, you're drinking 50 ounces of water throughout the entire day. If you're 300 pounds, you average 150 ounces throughout the entire day. I mean, it's KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart. So that's approximately the amount of water that we need in order for our body to function at its optimum. And you don't sit there and you guzzle the whole thing. Okay, no, you spread it throughout the entire day to completely saturate yourself, continuous flow. Now think of your body as being like a river. Now you done slept for 6 to 8 hours. That river now is completely dry. As a matter of fact, Robert, can you put this over here on the screen right quick? Now if you can see just on the internet, it says that if you could stretch out all of a human's blood vessels, they would be about 60,000 miles long. That's enough to go around the world twice. Isn't that very interesting that we got blood vessels that grow 60,000 miles 2 times around the earth? So I wonder how that look if it was dehydrated. No water in that river, no water in those blood vessels that I was just showing you. Well, very little water, what you call, like most people, they're dehydrated. Now, how you going to burn fat like that? So you take that formula, half your body weight in ounces, and again, if you're weighing about 100 pounds, try to drink about a quarter. Just try to drink about a quarter of that in the morning. Okay, as soon as you get up, just guzzle it. All right. What's going to happen is that you're going to rehydrate all the blood vessels in your body and everything, and you're just going to feel good. Okay, and that's very important for you to rehydrate and for you to start your body off right. All right, now you got the formula. Drink plenty of water, or drink half your body weight in ounces. If you exercise, drink a little more, but at least keep that one half your body weight in ounces. There are other things that you need to do in the morning as well. I like to call it your cleansing ritual. Now, everyone knows that you got to take a dump. Okay, it's just the fact of life. All right, you got to. Now, what happens is if you don't, you got to take one 3 times a day. Normally, everybody says that you got to, well, maybe if it's once a week, it's okay, or 3 times a week, it's okay. I'm telling you, all right, if you want to lose the gut, try to build it up to 3 times a day. Do whatever you can to do that. Eat more, take some more stuff. Build it up to 3 times a day. Why is that so important? Okay, you got something that's called a compacted colon. Let me see if I can pull this up. Now, with a compacted colon, basically, people, that means that you got fecal material in your large intestines actually pushing out what makes your stomach look big. And a lot of people think you're fat. Okay, it's not that you're fat, it's just you're full of crap. Okay, and you got to get that crap out of you in order for your stomach to go down, because there's some terrible things that happen when you're full of crap. Let's see. Constipated colon images. Let's see if I can find the right ones. Alright, let's go to more images. Oh, I know it's looking all nasty. Yes, it is looking all nasty. Now, what happens is that a lot of times, people, when you're not using the restroom the way that you're supposed to, your stomach starts to poke out, and it goes into your small intestines and things, and you're not and you start getting all tired and all that other type stuff, and that's not a good thing. Okay, I mean, what happens is that this guy right here, he's having a bad day. You see, let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and blow this up right quick. This guy right here, okay, can you see that picture, Robert?
Yes.
Alright, I want y'all to look at that picture, y'all. Is the guy really fat? Is the fact is he got a constipated colon? If he got rid of that crap and everything inside him, and if he got rid of that crap and everything inside him, it'll actually start to go down. What happens is you got your colon is actually 21 feet long. Wow, that's it. 21 feet long. 14 feet of that is going to be your small intestines, which is responsible for absorbing all the nutrients. The other last 7 foot of that is responsible for getting rid of all the crap that your small intestines couldn't absorb. And what happens is that the people who's waiting 1 week to have a bowel movement, they're actually they're becoming constipated in that area, and it blocks and it goes back into the small intestines, absorbed into your blood, and then your body takes fat and trap those toxins and stuff and puts it right around here, fellas. So keep a constipated colon if you want to, because it's not helping out your goal. And do your own research on that. Okay, let's see if we have any more interesting stuff. Everybody, you got to have 3 bowel movements a day. You gotta have a bowel movement before you go to bed at night, a bowel movement as soon as you get up in the morning, and a bowel movement sometime throughout the entire day. If you can build yourself up to that, you'll feel so much better. Also, ooh, look at that. That's nasty. That's what happens when you got your colon's all messed up and stuff. Colon health is very important. If you're trying to lose weight, that's something I definitely, if I was you, I'd definitely look into. I'll say another thing that you want to look towards being healthy and losing weight. First, we said that the water. Drink your half your body weight in ounces. Second thing that we said, make sure that you have 3 bowel movements a day. Third thing for losing weight, what you want to look at is something called fasted cardio. Now, people like, oh, did you know that when you wake up in the morning and when you're doing the exercise, that your body is immediately burning the fat on your body? But as soon as you eat anything, your body says, hey, we're not going to burn this fat on our body anymore. What we're going to do instead is just burn whatever you just ate. So now you gotta wait 30 to 45 minutes in order for your body to start burning the fat around the middle again. Now listen, the whole thing about fasted cardio, which I use it myself and I love it, it's one of my secret weapons. You got to remember that anything over 20 minutes actually starts to burn, actually starts to break down muscle tissue, which is contrary to what you want to do. We got to love our body. We got to love our muscle, because our muscle is just like having kids. The more kids you got, the more money they eat up. Well, the more muscle that you got, the more calories throughout the day that it eats up, raising what they call your basic metabolic rate. Okay, more muscle you got, the better off you're going to be in the long term. You got to focus on burning. You got to focus on building that muscle. Okay, we're going over here on the screen to fasted cardio. See what they got going on with that. And y'all know y'all out there actually getting this information for free. You know, people actually pay for what I'm showing you. Let's see. Fasted cardio benefit. Fasted cardio for fat loss. And this is just to show y'all that I'm just not making this up. Alright. I'm often asked whether morning fasted cardio is the best way to burn fat. My answer is yes. Oh, this is for bodybuilding. Oh, let's see. And this is one of my favorite sites, bodybuilding.com. For all of you there who is trying to get in shape, get you a membership with bodybuilding.com. It has everything on there as far as the nutrients, supplements, and all that stuff. The stuff that personal trainers won't tell you, because maybe you get your results so quick that you don't need them anymore. I mean, hey, I'm just saying. All right. I'm a trainer myself, and and the game is the game. It is what it is. Alright, let's look at the article, people. This is looking to lose a few pounds, found out if knocking out your cardio on an empty stomach is the best way to go, by Stem Stofana. He's PhD, so I guess he's a doctor, so he may know what he's talking about. I'm often asked whether morning or fasted cardio are the best way to burn fat. My answer is yes and no. When it comes to physiology and biochemistry of the human body, nothing is ever simple. Throw exercise on top of normal daily functions and things become even more complicated. Some research shows that when you do cardio fasted, you burn up to 20% more fat. A recent study from UK published in the British found that when subjects were fasted during the morning cardio, they burned 20% more fat than when they had a meal beforehand. Several earlier studies show similar results. Fasted cardio in the morning is effective because as you sleep and fast overnight, your body conserves its precious carb stores and leans toward mobilizing fat for fuel. The study doesn't end here. Your body also breaks down amino acids into glucose overnight, so fasted morning cardio mobilizes more fat and potentially more amino acids for fuel, which isn't ideal if building muscle is your primary goal. This isn't a huge problem as long as you consume a fast digesting protein like whey along with some slow digesting casein, again, after your cardio. Okay? He talks about the HIIT principle, basically, which is any type of high intensive cardio that you can do. KISS, keep it simple again. You got 20 minutes. Anything over 20 minutes breaks down muscle tissue. Just do as many jumping jacks as you can for like a 1 minute period of time. Give yourself maybe a 3-minute break and then do it again, and do that for like 20 minutes. And you'll be noticing pretty good results with that. Alright? Do the jumping jacks as fast as you can. Take a break, 3-minute break, then do it again. Do jumping jacks as fast as you can. Take a 3-minute break. KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Again, people, so you learn 3 things. Number 1, you learned about half your body weight in ounces. Number 2, have 3 bowel movements a day. It works for me, works for a lot of people. Try it. It may work for you. You know that if you get a constipated colon or whatever, your stomach's going to poke out. So if your stomach's poking out, you may want to go to the doctor and get yourself checked to see if that's it. Okay? And then maybe he can give you something for that. Or for a lot of people, though, have only having 1 bowel movement a week, need to go get their colon checked. That's all I got to say about that. All right, and third, what we're looking over here again is fasting cardio. in order for you to burn off those calories. And this is what's going to happen because it's funny because people doing aerobics and stuff all the time look nothing more than a smaller version of their bigger self, like I tell most people. But if they was to do that same aerobics program in the morning on the empty stomach, this fasted cardio concept, okay, you will lose weight like gangbusters, people. All right, it's so amazing how that is. It's just the time during the day, and then just eat afterwards. It's that simple. It's real funny. All right, those are the first three things that we actually talked about. Of course, people, you need to when you wake up, you need to take a shower. You need to knock off the toxins and stuff off your skin because your skin breathes. If you do not take a shower, what happens is that you block your pores and stuff up. Those toxins that's in your body can't get out because they're already clogged up. Those toxins and everything will go back into your system now because it go back into your bloodstream, in which then fat and everything begins to hold on to those toxins, so it won't poison you, and that's another reason why you're going to hold on to weight. Okay, in other words, keep your body clean as much as you can. And same thing, if you're heard of something called oil pulling, you usually do it for about 20 minutes. It's another secret weapon, what you call it, of mine and a lot of other advanced people who's trying to be fit and stuff. Take coconut oil, that's one of my favorites, although sesame seed also works as well. Stick it in the mouth, swig it around for 20 minutes, and it pulls out all the toxins and stuff that's in your mouth or what your body's just sent up there from while you were sleeping at night. That's a lot of time when you look at your tongue, you see all that white stuff there, that's the toxins, okay? When you do the oil pull and everything, it pulls all those toxins out. Instead, you're drinking that water and putting it all back into your system again. Remember, more toxins you got stored in your body, the more you're going to hold on to the fat. Toxins in the body is not a good thing. All right, what happens then? If you do your cardio in the morning on empty stomach like you're supposed to, well, even if you're eating breakfast and you're doing cardio in the morning, and just forget about the fat benefits part of it, what begins to happen is that you strengthen your heart. As your heart begins to strengthen or pounding and exercising itself and thing, a very amazing thing happens. You'll notice that if you do your exercise routine in the morning, that you will have more energy throughout the entire day. Now, it's a very interesting thing that research that I've come across. Let's go back to the good old internet, shall we? Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the strongest magnet in your body is actually your heart. Really? Well, let's check it and see. Let's see. I better put it another way, shall I? Strongest magnet in body is heart. Now let's see if what I said is true. The human heart is now documented as the strongest generator of both electrical and magnetic fields in the body. Why does the heart have stronger magnetic fields? The human body generates an electromagnetic field, and this field can be detected. The electromagnetic field around the heart can be detected by XXX magnet therapy. The heart has its own brain and consciousness. Oh yeah, the heart actually does think. So let's go up to the one that says the human heart is now documented as the strongest technological of the heart. Let's see what they talk about. The human heart is now documented as the strongest generator of both electrical and magnetic fields in the body. Important. Because we've always been taught that the brain is where all the action is, while the brain does have an electrical, a magnetic field, they are both relatively weak compared to the heart. The heart is about 100,000 times stronger electrically and up to 5,000 times strong than the brain. Important because the physical world as we know it is made up of two fields, electrical and magnetic fields. Well, anyway, back to me again. Read it. You can go back and you can research it. Um, Funny thing, we learned in high school that you take magnets, you put it in a coil of wire, whether it be iron or whether it be copper and something, and what happens? Well, we create electricity. So what is our blood made out of? Well, what? They got iron, they got copper, and they have a lot of other conductive things in it as well. So now we got this heart, which is an electromagnet, and it's beating hard, just like you're twirling that magnet in that coil of wire around all this blood and stuff, which is very highly conductive. And what happens? Well, all of a sudden, it seems like you produce a lot of bioelectricity. Now, do your own research. May be true, may not be true, but it's very interesting. All right, so now what happens is that you do your cardio. And how are you feeling throughout the entire day after you done exercise in the morning? Well, you feel good. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the reasons why I tell people, I said, when you do the exercise, try to do it the very first thing in the day, because if you do it, it will carry over the rest of the day and make you feel good. A lot of you got problems at your job. You know, stress is the #1 killer of America. If you do your cardio during the day, you probably won't have as much stress than if you didn't do your exercise at all. Why? It's because you have so much energy. You have that fresh air and stuff inside you. You got that old air that's been in your body from when you've been sleeping the whole night, and now you got that fresh air from when you're doing the cardio on outside. So you completely oxidize. Most of you go to work and you're still sleeping. Okay, and then you're wondering why you have such a bad day. But if you actually go hit the gym, hit the track or something, you wake up and you just raring to go. Okay, and that's what I want you to do. So let's go over it again. Half your body weight in ounces. Have a bowel movement 3 times a day. Do your fasted cardio, and try to do your cardio in the morning in order to set the rest of your day up in order so you won't be stressed. All right. Now, let's go over what towards eating. Now, you know that you done slept for about 6 to 8 hours. You fasted. So what do you want to do when you break a fast? Do you want to use something that's hard on your stomach, or you want to use something that's soft on your stomach? If you want to use that common sense, let's try something that's soft. Just experiment for a little bit for when you're breaking a fast. Something that's soft like melons. Melons are very high water in content. Be it like a watermelon, be it, you know, the cantaloupe, those honeydew melons and stuff like that. Try eating those, and that's going to help towards replenishing your body as far as hydration and everything as well. Your body recognizes it, and it pulls it into the bloodstream. It pulls the nutrients and everything in there like it's supposed to, and it's going to make you feel oh so good with that. Now, I'm probably sure you heard of that. So from the time after 1 hour after fasted cardio to 12 noon, have nothing but melons, okay? And that's going to help you feel good. And, you know, you can find some other fruit, but my #1 thing is melons. But along with that, if you really want to have a good day, study something called ORAC, our ORAC foods. Now, let's find out what ORAC foods are. I bet you a lot of y'all out there didn't know that the heart was a magnet, ha ha, or produce a magnetic field, ha ha. Let's see if we can learn something else new. Okay, we're gonna go to ORAC foods. Oh, wow. ORAC values the best antioxidants and superfood. The antioxidants of foods listed are expressed as oxygen radical absorbing capacity units as a measurement of antioxidants. Why are antioxidants so good for you? All right. Let's think of free radicals, all right? Free radicals. Everybody know you got free radicals rolling around in your system. It tears up everything, okay? Well, let's think of those free radicals as being gremlins. For a lot of y'all out there who ever seen the movie Gremlins, you know that if you got gremlins in the airplane, gremlins in the car, gremlins in anything, gremlins just like tearing stuff up, okay? And the more gremlins you got, the more stuff going to get tore up, all right? Now, think of antioxidants or these ORACs as being gremlin busters, alright? So the more antioxidants that you got rolling around in your system, the less stuff in your body that you're going to get tore up. So that's a good analogy to think about what ORAC foods would do for you. And you know, let's find out what type of ORAC foods are that we can take. Ooh, high antioxidant foods. We got sumac, brand raw, 312,400. Spices, cloves, ground, 200 ORAC value of 298.3. And notice, you can buy this at the grocery store. And you can buy these at the grocery store and not over at the GNC. Well, you can buy it at GNC, but a lot of y'all into that all natural food and stuff like that. It's right here for you. You'd be amazed when you throw these into your diet how wow you're going to be feeling throughout the entire day. And a lot of you don't exercise because I exercise 3 times a day, but I'm asking you to try to work exercise. Do your cardio in the morning, do your weight training in the evening, okay, to build up muscle and everything. But if you're going to want to know what's going to keep you up throughout the entire day, make you feel good, this is the food list right here. Try it, research it. What else we got? Sorghum, spices, oregano, spices, thyme, cinnamon, turmeric, vanilla beans, spices, sage, pepper, pulp, rose hip, parsley, cocoa, spices, sage. Wow, all this cayenne pepper, black raspberries, chokeberry, ginger root, elder, whatever. There is a list of different things that you can antioxidant or things that has a ORAC, which has a high antioxidant value that you can take, that you can add into your diet throughout the entire day in order to kill the free radicals that's roaming in there. And as a result of that, you will notice that your energy goes up, and as your energy begins to go up, you will actually feel like exercise. Okay, again, everything that we're talking about today is to get you in preparation for losing weight and feeling great for 2015. I want you to go ahead and do your research on this, and that's definitely going to help out. Now, going on to the next, you eat the fruit from after 1 hour after the cardio to 12 o'clock. I know a lot of y'all against meat or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. If you want to replace it with vegan protein, that's also well as good. 12-3 at 6 o'clock. You want to have 1 part protein, 1 part carbohydrate. I say 1 part fish, 1 part beef, 1 part whatever, and a sweet potato, regular potato, or some type of brown rice or something. You want to take that at 12, 3, and 6 o'clock. Now, why do you want a protein and a carbohydrate at 12, 3, and 6 o'clock? Now, what you want to do is you want to maintain a positive nitrogen retention throughout your body, well, especially throughout those 3 hours, but especially between hours of 12 and 6, because that's when your body, that's when you're doing a lot of work. Okay, if you check, think of protein as building like bricks. If you just got the bricks, but you don't got nobody to stack the bricks up, then you know the bricks ain't no good. It's not no good. Now, let's think about the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is like workers. If you got workers, but you don't got no bricks, then workers sitting around being lazy. But now, if you got protein and you got carbohydrates, you got bricks and you got workers, now we can do something about building up the body. Okay, so at 12, 3, 6 o'clock, you're on about 20 to 40, depending on your body weight, 20 to 40 grams of 20 to 40 grams of, well, make it easy. This much protein, this much carbohydrates, 12, 3, 6 o'clock. And that's the KISS way. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Now, at 7 o'clock, what you want to do is that you want to have a salad. And my favorite with that salad would be take some Bragg's apple cider vinegar, which is also good for burning weight, making you feel great. Also with flaxseed oil as well. Okay? Now, a lot of you want to put in with your multivitamin and all that other type stuff. You know, you're more than welcome to, but I'm just giving you a basic format of the things that you can eat throughout the entire day. When you tell some, I love that song. If you do everything I tell you to do, what's going to happen is after about a month, people are going to look at you and going to say, I feel so good. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And just the only thing I can tell people is this. I told you so. I mean, the research is right there. Going over the nutrition again, I'm not a nutritionist, dietitian, or whatever. I'm just telling you what I do. Yeah, if you want to do the same thing, fine. Research it first. Talk to your doctor or whatever. Anthony Robbins, he was big for doing that. What you call it too. From the time he doesn't like eating meat, but I do. Hey, I just got a taste for it. But like organic meat, stuff that doesn't have a bunch of crap in it. But you see, how you gonna argue with me about organic meat and stuff that's crap that's in my meat when you around here eating GMO genetically modified vegetables and fruits and stuff? You know, so don't talk to me about my meat. All right, I love my meat. It's not the meat that's the problem. It's the stuff that's in the meat, the pesticides and all that. So you get the organic type of meat, the kosher meat. And it's not the meat that you're eating that's the problem. It's the fact that it stays in your colon for a week or something like that because you didn't properly chew it up. That's the issue. If you're having your 3 bowel movements a day like you're supposed to, you're really not going to have no issue with the meat because your small intestines is going to take all the nutrients from that meat that it's supposed to. And once it gets to your large intestine, you poop it right out. So it's not going to poison your blood. Okay, so that's the real problem with meat eaters is that they keep it in their colon. All right. And remember, I told you that, but you can research it on the internet yourself. You can check out the Czech Institute for personal training or whatever, do their research on meat. For anybody who likes to argue with people, argue with Mr. Czech. Okay, now, again, we said in order for you to lose weight, feel great, and do better than everybody in life, well, that's my goal anyway, is in the morning when you wake up, you just going on the nutritional side, you want to eat nothing but fruit. Your melons, because it's my favorite, and that's the high water content. Top in there with your ORAC values, ORAC value foods throughout the entire day to help you increase your energy or whatever like that. When you get up 12, 3, and 6 o'clock, you want to have 1 part protein. Look at my fist. Put your fist out. Everybody's fist is going to be different. Everybody's palm is going to be different. This is how you got an idea how much protein that you want to eat, and this is how the idea how much carbohydrates when you eat. Beautiful websites, www.bodyforlife.com. I tell you all about this and this. Okay, I've been doing that for years. It's big. I got a lot of other stuff I can share with you too. Now remember, at that 7 o'clock, you got that 7, 9 o'clock, you got that salad. Salad's good for roughage. Okay, that roughage that you need to help to push everything through that track and everything, that lettuce, and also for that Bragg's apple cider vinegar. It helps with everything, helps with digestion and stuff. And that flaxseed oil helps grease that stuff up, grease your colon up so everything slide around real good. Okay, now we're about to go to sleep. Okay, now let me tell you, fellas and ladies out there. All right, before you go, your house is one of the most toxic places in the entire world. Okay, and you're about to sleep in this toxic atmosphere for about 6 to 8 hours. Okay, do everybody a favor, do yourself a favor. Okay, before you go to sleep or whatever, when you get home, open up a window, have fresh air flow throughout the entire house for at least an hour or something like that before you go to bed. And when you wake up, you're gonna have a deeper level of sleep because your body's not straining itself trying to get oxygen from some place it's not. Okay, another wonderful thing that you can do for yourself, buy some house plants. Okay, put the house plants in your room, and what's going to happen is you're breathing out your carbon dioxide. The plants are going to take and it's converted over into oxygen, and now you create this perfect atmosphere for each other. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can do in order for you to get some sleep, is create a more oxygenated environment as you're sleeping. Also, another thing that you can do, turn off all the lights. And one of the reasons you can't never go to sleep is because you still got something on. Even if it's a little bit of light, your body doesn't produce that melatonin the way that it's supposed to, that'll knock you out, that gives you deeper levels of sleep. That's why a lot of times we see these people put these eye masks over their eyes to set that they will get no light going into their eyes so they can get deeper levels of sleep. So for getting deeper levels of sleep, which is very important, which also sets up your entire day, you want to open up the windows for about an hour to let the air flow through. You want to put the plants there to exchange with your carbon dioxide for their oxygen and everything. And you want to make sure that you don't have no light, you don't want to have nothing, no lights or anything like that on, so that you can get deeper levels of sleep. Now, I think I just about covered everything. Alright, I'm going to just go this one more time, and then after this we're going to call this a show. And if you do happen to go through this, and if it works for you or whatever, then definitely let me know how it works. Or if you got any more questions about how this works, please give me a call, or what I do for myself. You research it, modify it your own way. Give me a call here at www at support at sirbroadcast.com, and I can go even more detail with you. Again, let's go over this again. When you wake up in the morning, drink half your body weight in ounces. Make sure you're drinking at least a quarter of whatever half your body weight in ounces are. Why? Because you got 60,000 miles of tubes going through your body, and it needs to be filled back up with water again. So I think that's the number one important thing. Number two, make sure that you have your bowel movement, because if you don't, the longer you keep the fecal material in your body, it backs up into the small intestines and begin to poison you. That poison, what you call it, then is trapped by the fat or whatever, and it's deposited throughout the entire body. It's one of the reasons why a lot of y'all can't lose no weight, because you're full of crap. And if I show you, you saw the picture of the impacted colon. A lot of y'all, it's not so much as that you're overweight, it's that your stomach is being poked out because you got too much crap in there. Okay, you need to get it cleaned out. Make sure that stuff you make that you're having those regular movements and stuff like you're supposed to. Secret, the number one secret for losing weight: fasted cardio. Remember, anything over 20 minutes actually starts to break down body tissue or breaks down muscle. We don't want to do that. We want to focus on HIIT. What I tell most people, just do the jumping jacks as fast as you can. 1 minute, 3-minute rest, 1 minute, 3-minute rest. Do that for about 20 minutes. Do that 5 days a week, or do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You will be amazed at the amount of weight you can just doing that. Alright, we're also going over from when you wake up in the morning, after you're doing 1 hour after fasted cardio, eat high water fruit, okay? And that's going to help your body to rehydrate itself even more. Going to give you natural minerals and vitamins and stuff that you need and everything. And then we also talked about the auric value foods and stuff. Is that as you eat those auric value foods are what I call gremlin busters. When you got those free radicals, which are like gremlins going around tearing up everything, you eat these high auric value foods, and they get rid of those gremlins out your body, and all of a sudden your energy and everything goes up. That's very interesting thing I'd research if I was you. Alright, we talk about it 12, 3, and 6 o'clock. We're talking about eating 1 part protein, 1 part carbohydrates. Why is that so important? Because we got muscle. You don't have protein, don't have carbohydrates, you can't build muscle. It's just that simple. Proteins is the bricks, carbohydrates are the workers. You need it 12, 3, and 6 o'clock. Also, the reason why I actually eat it at 12, 3, and 6 o'clock, because that's when you have the tendency to move the most. Alright? Anytime that you sit still or whatever like that, or if you're not moving around, your body doesn't burn those calories from those carbohydrates, and your body stores it as fat. So if you're eating those carbohydrates 12, 3, 6 o'clock or whatever, and you're constantly moving throughout the entire time, most of humanity is moving between the hours of 12 to 6 o'clock. Then you're going to eat those carbohydrates you're eating is going to be burnt off because you're moving. Now you eat it after those carbohydrates after 6 o'clock when you're at home doing nothing, then of course it's going to convert over into sugar, and that sugar is going, because you don't burn it off, it's going to be converted over to being fat. Okay, so you want to have your carbohydrates, 1 part protein, 1 carbohydrates, 12, 3, 6 o'clock. Get them bowels movement. You want to eat that salad, whatever vegetables you like on that salad, because there's responsible for your minerals and all that other type stuff. It could be a romaine salad, whatever. But remember the secret salad dressing, and remember, and study it on the Google. You want 1 part Bragg's apple cider vinegar and another 1 part flaxseed oil. Research what those do, and if they're good for you after you research it, go ahead and give it a go. Also, another important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is before you go to sleep at night, your house is the most toxic environment that you can sleep in. Open those windows, have all those toxins and stuff, get flowed out the house. Get those plants and stuff, and close the windows again so nobody would try to get you while you're sleeping. Maybe if you live out in the country, you don't have to worry about that. But close those windows after you ventilated everything. I don't want you to say something happened to me because Malik said, well, no, I don't want to get it closed, and re-secure those windows afterwards. Put those plants up and make the people over at Walmart and these other places feel so good, because you buying these indoor house plants and everything, oxygenate the place and all that other type stuff, and you definitely feel good. Get those light blinders so that you have deeper levels of REM sleep. Remember, the deeper level of sleep that you have, the better that you're going to feel, because your body actually recuperates itself. Okay, Robert, let's go ahead and wrap this up, because I basically gave everybody everything that you need to research for the next 3 months in order for you to start losing weight. Again, what did we talk about? We talked about ancient/modern secrets for healthy and rapid weight loss. that has worked for me. Okay, and when I say ancient, everybody's in tank water and all that other type stuff. And when I tell you this modern, this new stuff we learn about the heart being a magnet and all that, but the ancients back during the day, they already knew that the heart was a magnet. Because you focus on your heart, the see the stronger your heart becomes, and the more you clean your blood out and everything, putting the right minerals and everything like that, the more internal energy that you're able to generate. But see, ancients already knew that. Okay, Bible says basically, as a man think of in his heart, so is he. In a merry heart, as a merry heart, doeth good like a medicine. Okay, you know the ancients, Bible, whatever, ancient Chinese, they already knew all that. Bible comes from the east, so I can say Eastern. Okay, so everybody out there, go over this video and stuff. Use the parts that you benefit with you, and other parts that you got a question about. Just call me. You know, I'll send you on Google to throw you for a couple of bucks. Okay, my name is Malik L. Train. I'm the host of Health Awareness Talk, and please, all of you out there, have a wonderful and beautiful life.